Salute, 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 salute. What's going on, people? It's your boy Jay Jordan back again with another WNBA watch along. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone is doing well on this Thursday evening. It's good to be back in the chair. Haven't done a stream in a little bit. Was away over the weekend up in Canada, but we are back. Right, there's 3 games on the W schedule this evening. We'll only be doing this first one between the Vegas Aces and the Indiana Fever. That game is on Prime Video. Broadcast should be starting shortly. I think it just turned 7 p.m. here on the East Coast. And they are actually starting the broadcast. We'll see if the game actually starts when they say it will. But we have the Aces and the Fever. Let's get into starting lineups here and some of the players that will be a part of this game. So for the visiting Aces, A'ja Wilson, Western Conference Player of the Month, and Kelsey Mitchell, Eastern Conference Player of the Month, first of her career. So salute to Kelsey Mitchell. So for the Vegas Aces, let's get into it. We have Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, Steph Talbot, Nalissa Smith, and A'ja Wilson in the starting lineup. Off the bench, Bree Turner, Jewel Lloyd. I think Cheyenne Parker-Tyus is out injured. Let me see who else is out injured. Janiyah Barker out for the season, so we haven't seen her a lot. But no Cheyenne Parker-Tyus. You have Justine Passat, Kirsten Bell, Dana Evans. I know she was like up in the air whether she would play or not. Let me verify if she's going to be playing. I saw her name listed as available to play, so Dana Evans will be playing, as well as Tanaya Latson, and you have Mai Yamamoto, who should be activated in this game as well. For the Indiana Fever, you have Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hull, Mo Billings, and Aaliyah Boston. News out of Indiana, Demetrius Dantas. He's been playing sparingly throughout the season, is out for the rest of the season due to have surgery for an injury. So no Demetrius Dantas. Aisha Hines-Allen, Michaela Timpson, Sophie Cunningham, Ty Harris, Raven Johnson, Grace Van Sluten. You have Michelle Onya on a developmental, and Bree Hall. Aiden, salute. What's going on? Hope all is well. All right, so that's the starting lineups and players active for both teams. If you're on the main YouTube, make sure you hit that poll. Who do you think is going to win tonight's game between the Fever and the Aces? Fever are leading the season series 2-0. So Fever looking for the season sweep on the Aces in this one. A'ja Wilson, they show her on the screen now, 28.3 points per game in July, led the W in scoring, 16-time Player of the Month, which of course leads the WNBA. What's up, Sierra? Good to see you. Salute. Durston, my friend. Salute. Hope all is well. I am well. Good to see y'all in the chat. Didn't stream last night. I was actually at the Liberty game against the Seattle Storm. Liberty got the win. Dominique Malonga, she's different, man. She was absolutely killing us. Thankfully, we survived. Liberty have won 6 of the last 7. At halftime, we'll talk about the news that just released. Benigjalini Hamilton released by the New York Liberty about an hour or so ago. It looks like they're going to convert Marine Fotux, the developmental player, convert her contract to a standard contract out of a developmental. We'll talk more about that at halftime. We'll take a look also at Team USA. They released the roster for the World Cup happening in September in Berlin, Germany. So we'll take a look at that as well. Looking forward to talking about that, definitely. We'll do all that at halftime. We have enough time to tackle all of that. Let me know your thoughts on TikTok, Twitch. Salute to the whole gang out here. Make sure you let me know your thoughts, who you think will win tonight's game between the Fever and the Aces. Fever looking for the season sweep. Hey, Liz, what's going on? Good to see you. Hope all is well. Game should be starting the next few minutes. They're doing some pre-game, you know, it's on Prime. When it's on national TV, they usually start a little after 7 o'clock, so that's what we're waiting on. But starting lineups are on your screen. It's the usuals for both teams. As I mentioned, if you're about Demetrius Dantas, she is out the rest of the season with injury that she had to have surgery on. All right, I'm trying to see where I saw the report. I can't find it at the moment, but I remember them reporting that. All right, how many? All right, they showing the starting lineups on the screen now, like they do before the games. So we should be getting started momentarily. Salute to everyone who's tapped in. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. We do watch alongs all throughout the season. We're coming into the final months or weeks, I should say, of the season. So make sure you're tapped into the channel so you're not missing any W action. Right, players all hugging and dapping each other up and whatnot. Stephanie White, one of the assistant coaches on Team USA, she will be there for that. So it's Aaliyah Boston versus Nelissa Smith for the jump ball here between the two teams. Ace is currently the 2 seed. Fever, I believe, are currently the 4 seed. As we get the tip off going, Caitlin Clark gets the ball. I think Fever are 5 seed actually, and they will start off with possession. Caitlin Clark finds Kelsey on the curl. Kelsey blows by Jackie Young, goes up left hand scoop. I don't know if she got blocked or she just missed, but ball over to Jackie Young. Young over to Asia Wilson, over to Chelsea Gray, guarded by Mitchell, down to Asia at the right elbow, shoots over Boston, and it's off. Steph Talbot comes and gets the offensive rebound, but gets blocked. It goes out of bounds, stays with the Aces. Becky Hammond in her patented hoodie blazer. She got a forest green blazer on with a gray hoodie. 138 and 52 as a head coach, highest win percentage of any coach. Chelsea Gray finds Jackie Young on the curl. She gets bumped from behind by Aaliyah Boston, so she'll go to the line for the first free throws of the game. Stephanie White, 80 and 62 as Fever head coach, her 4th season with Indiana. She did 2 previously before the 2 that she's done now. She was on the Fever the Fever coaching staff as an assistant back when they won the championship. Jackie Young at the line knocks down the second free throw, and Aces are up 2-0. Caitlin Clark across the court, guarded by Steph Talbot. They get the switch. Now Nelissa Smith guarding her former teammate in Caitlin. She takes a step back 3 off the back of the rim. Steph Talbot with the rebound. Jackie Young gets it to Nelissa, goes up and scores. And Ace is up 4-0 already. Aaliyah Boston directing traffic here. Boston dribbles right, gets around the screen, gets downhill, goes up, sets her feet, goes up and scores. Aaliyah Boston gets the Fever on the board, and it's 4-2. Chelsea Gray, named to the USA World Cup roster. She has possession over to Steph Talbot. Hands it off to Jackie Young. Young down to Nelissa Smith. Faces up on Mo Billings. Ball loses the ball. Picks it back up. 4 on the shot clock. Gets it to Jackie Young. Has to put it up. And can't get it to go. Ball tipped out. Over to Mitchell. And she gets popped at the side of the head. And it's a foul on the Aces. So it is Fever basketball. Kelsey Mitchell seems to be okay. And they will have possession here. Ball in play here with Caitlin Clark. Asa, salute. What's going on? Caitlin comes off the screen. They trap her. Find Boston on the short roll. Boston, nowhere to go. Guarded by Asia. Throws it back out to Caitlin. Head of steam. Caitlin tries to bounce past it, but Chelsea Gray reads it and picks it away. Chelsea Gray on the run here. Salute for the sub, Asa. Ball over to Nelissa Smith. Finds Steph Talbot. Steph Talbot on the drive. Spins. Up. Under. Goes up and scores. Steph Talbot, the Aussie, with the basket. And it's 6-2 Las Vegas. Chemo, what up? Ball into Caitlin. Gets down the lane. Throws up the floater from the foul line. Can't get it to go. and they jump Mo Billings for the rebound, and they get a jump ball there. So Steph Talbot and Mo Billings jump ball. So Caitlin Clark they're showing a replay. Caitlin Clark tried to feed Aaliyah Boston on a roll from the right side of the court. Chelsea Gray, great defender, off ball, read it. So Mo Billings, Steph Talbot, jump ball. Mo Billings wins it. Caitlin Clark gets it with 12 on the shot clock. Caitlin drives right, goes behind the back, goes up, throws up the floater, can't get it to go. Hard off the backboard, rebound to Smith. Now here's Jackie Young, and they call a foul on Monique Billings. Second team foul. 6-2, Las Vegas out to the quick start here. Chelsea Gray gets it into Young. Jackie Young finds A'ja Wilson. She loads up for a wing three off the back of the rim. Lexi Hull with the rebound. Caitlin Clark bounce past to Mo Billings. Down the lane, drops it off to Boston. Hesitates, goes up, and sneaks it in. So it's Aaliyah Boston with all 4 points here for the Fever. It's 6-4, Vegas. Chelsea Gray, bounce pass to Smith at the three-point line. Looking for Jackie in the post against Kelsey. Can't get it to her. Back to Chelsea. Chelsea stops. Foul line jumper. Cash. Chelsea Gray, the patented midi, is good. It's 8-4 Vegas. 7 minutes to go here in the first. Caitlin Clark, right side of the court with the ball. Comes off the screen. Back to Kelsey. Nobody goes over to her. Enough time to set her feet, but she misses the wide open three. A'ja Wilson with the rebound and gets it over to Jackie. Jackie comes off the screen going right, gets downhill, under the basket, comes out the other side. Over to A'ja at the top of the key here. A'ja dribbles right, has Lexi Hull, dream shake, fall away, off the back of the rim. Aaliyah Boston chases down the rebound, over to Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark yet to score. It's only been Aaliyah Boston. Caitlin picks up her dribble, finds Boston, top of the key, dribbles right, hands it off to Kelsey Mitchell, and they call a foul there on Alyssa on the reach-in. 8-4, 6:20 to go here in the first quarter. Let me check my Indiana Fever tool here. Ball in play here with Boston. Boston dribbling right. Hands it off to Mitchell. Mitchell, hard dribble to the left. Steps back. Foul line jumper is up. And Kelsey Mitchell's on the board. Knocks down the foul line jump shot, and it's 8-6. Jackie Young and Mo Billings get into something there at the foul line, bumping into each other on the inbound. Jackie Young at half court, guarded by Mitchell. Jackie comes off the screen, up top to A'ja. A'ja loads up for another three off the front of the rim. Boston snags another rebound. 8-6. Caitlin Clark turns on the Jets, goes between the legs, comes back right, down the lane, finds Mo Billings. She catches it, puts the shot up, and ties the game. 8-8. Caitlin Clark bullet pass to Mo Billings. She snags it, puts it up, and ties the game. Chelsea Gray in possession. Gray finds Wilson. Back to Gray. Gray looking for Jackie Young, and they call a foul there on Kelsey Mitchell away from the ball. So they're showing some replays of their Fever's previous possessions here. As ball is in play here with the Aces and A'ja Wilson. Ball over to Jackie. Contested three from the left wing. Can't get it to go. Caitlin Clark with the rebound. And they call a foul on Caitlin Clark. 4th team foul on the Fever already. All right, tool is fixed there. There we go. I don't know. I guess the trailing left arm. I couldn't see it on that replay, but Aces get another possession. A'ja, dream shake, fall away, good. A'ja Wilson on the board. 10-8, Aces. Ball in play here with Caitlin, right side of the court. Caitlin guarded by Bree Turner, who's checked in, blows by her, throws up the floater off glass, and Caitlin Clark is on the board here. She hits the floater off glass, right side of the court. Game tied at 10. Jewel Lloyd comes off the screen. Jewel Lloyd, pocket pass to Asia. No hesitation jumper. She just needed to see one go in. She's hit back-to-back jumpers. It's 12-10 Las Vegas. Aaliyah Boston gets run into by Jackie Young from behind. And that should be our first timeout of the game. 4:28 to go in the first quarter. Aces up 12-10. As we go to commercial here on Prime Video. All right, so action-packed first quarter so far. Teams going back and forth, which is what we like to see. Looking at the box score so far, leading scorers, Asia Wilson and Aaliyah Boston both lead their team in scoring, 4 points apiece. Boston and Wilson lead them in rebounding, 2 rebounds apiece. Jackie Young with 2 assists, Boston with 1 assist. So Aaliyah Boston leading her team in every statistical category so far. Blue Mike, salute on TikTok. Who I think is going to win? I'm leaning Aces from a pride side of things because the Fever have already won the first 2 games of the season series. This is the final game of the season series between these 2 teams. So I'm leaning Aces to pull this off. But it won't be a blowout by any chance. Thanks for your comment. All right, 12-10 so far. 12-10. Salute to everybody. TikTok, Twitch, YouTube. Make sure you leave a like, a follow, subscribe if you're new here. We're here all season long doing watch-alongs. I won't be on tomorrow, but Saturday, possibly. And then Sunday evening, I'll be going to the Liberty Aces game on Sunday at Barclays. So I won't be streaming that one, but if there are any games later on in the evening, but best believe I will be on for that. Right, still in a commercial right now, still in commercial. Ismail says, can Clark get more than 10 points first half? She has 2 so far, so what she needs, 8 more? Possible. Very possible. Very possible. All right, looks like we're about 30 seconds away from coming back here. 4:28 to go in the first quarter. Aces up 12-10 on the road against the Fever. Prime having some issues with their equipment tonight. They just had a frozen shot of the sideline reporter there, but working out the kinks. So they're showing Jackie Young's stats over the last couple weeks. 24.7 points. She's doing everything. When the Aces go as Jackie Young goes as well, they need at least 2 of them to be a formidable team. Right, broadcast is coming back now after that mini feature on Jackie Young. That's funny. They got bananas on the bench. Bananas good for potassium, helps with cramping and stuff. I believe. Quick snack. All right, so it's Fever ball, their side of the court. Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin, Mo Billings, Michaela Timpson, Sophie Cunningham on the court. Dana Evans is in for the Aces. Kelsey Mitchell goes right at Evans. Snatch back dribble. Takes the contested long 2 and buries it. Kelsey Mitchell with 4 points and ties the game at 12. Dana Evans in possession here. Looking for Chelsea Gray. Gets it to her. Guarded by Sophie Cunningham. Chelsea dribbles left. Picks up a dribble over to Jewel Lloyd. Wide open. Top of the key 3. Jewel Lloyd too strong. And Cunningham lets it bounce out of bounds. Ball to the Indiana Fever. Ball in play here with the Fever and Caitlin Clark. Clark guarded full court by Jewel Lloyd. Crosses half court. Gets the stagger screen here. They try to trap her. She avoids it. Finds Michaela Timpson running the baseline. And a blocking foul there by Bree Turner. So Turner with her first foul. Michaela Timpson, man, she ran right into her. That was, yeah, Turner, she took the brunt of that, but they called a blocking foul on her. Right? Fever to inbound. Caitlin gets it into Billings. Back to Caitlin. Gets around the hedge. Caitlin finds Michaela Timpson. Oh, and Bree Turner got her hand on that, but Michaela Timpson was still able to muscle it in. Fever take their first lead of the game. It's 14-12. Ball in play with Evans. Finds Asia Wilson on a pocket pass over to Lloyd. Lloyd dribbles, steps back. Foul line jump shot off the back of the rim. Cunningham with the rebound. Cunningham crosses half court. Cunningham dribbling, finds Caitlin in the right corner. Caitlin goes behind the back. Tries to get it to Timpson. Chelsea Gray again right there in the paint on the spot. Gets the steal. Chelsea Gray with the ball. Gray attacks Timpson. Goes right to the basket over to Lloyd. Up top to Evans. Evans top of the key. 3 and misses. Wide open. Timpson snags the rebound. And Timpson will bring it across half court. Vegas 0 for 5 from 3. Nobody's made a 3 for both teams in this game. Caitlin gets around, hands it off to Billings. Billings short on the jump shot. Ball falls back to her. Billings goes up and gets fouled. Blocking foul on Jewel Lloyd. So Mo Billings will go to the line for 2 free throws. Both teams in the bonus now, so any fouls from here on out will be automatic free throws. Mo Billings, first free throw is up, and she rattles it in. Mo Billings at the line for the second free throw. And she knocks it down. Scores 16-12, 2:43 to go here. Inbound over to Asia. Asia, nobody home. Finds Chelsea Gray wide open. Right wing 3, and she buries it. Chelsea Gray connects from downtown. It's 16-15. Mo Billings with the ball. Billings comes off the screen. Billings Euro steps by Asia. Left hand off the glass and scored. She drove right baseline. Euro step back middle. It looked awkward, but it went in. Mo Billings with the basket. Dana Evans comes off a stagger screen. Top of the key over to Lloyd. Lloyd wide open for 3, and she just can't throw a rock in the ocean now. Wide open looks, but Timpson turns it over, and Lloyd gets the steal. Jewel Lloyd comes off the screen. Looking for Asia. Asia, and then now Asia turns it over. Timpson with the loose ball. Timpson over to Caitlin. Lines up. Pump fakes for 3. Reset. 3's up, and it's off. Fight for the rebound. Mo Billings offensive rebound out to Cunningham for 3, and she's off. Man, nobody could buy a 3. Chelsea Gray, the only person on both teams who's knocked down a 3. As we approach 90 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Fever up 18-15. Finds Jewel Lloyd down the lane. Right hand scoop. Draws the foul. And 1 on Mo Billings will go to the line for the 3-point play. So Jewel Lloyd couldn't buy an outside basket. She says, I'm going to drive to the basket. Scoops it up and in. All right, so Jewel Lloyd at the line for the 3-point play. Free throw is up. Knocks it down. Game tied at 18. 1:32 to go. Ty Harris is checked into the game for Caitlin Clark. She's at the point guard position. Looking for Cunningham. Cunningham finds Mitchell. Right side of the court. Gets the screen from Timpson. Spins back to her left. Over to Cunningham. Cunningham finds Boston with 4 on the clock. Looks to attack Bree Turner. Dream shake fall away. I've never seen her do that before. And it shows. She misses. Ball over to Dana Evans. A minute to go here in the first quarter. Evans over to Nalissa Smith. Pump fakes at the foul line. Attacks Timpson. Pump fakes. Goes up. Overshoots the banked layup. And Fever with the rebound. Ty Harris with a head of steam. Stops at the right elbow. Dribbles back out to 3. Finds Kelsey Mitchell. Down to Boston in the post. Pass goes straight out. Oh, they say it was tipped by Lloyd. It goes straight out of bounds. I think the referees are going to have a conversation here. And the play, and they agree that the ball was not tipped by the Aces. Fever basketball. Score is 18-18, 40 seconds to go here in the first. Dana Evans crosses half court, finds Smith. Smith at the three-point line, dribbles left, hands off to Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray, step back, midi from the paint, can't get it to go. Sophie Cunningham with the rebound. Kelsey Mitchell head of steam, has he moved, goes under the basket, comes out the other way. Pump fake on Boston, gets downhill, throws up the floater, and she sneaks it in. I don't know why Nalissa Smith is falling for an Aaliyah Boston 3-point pump fake. But hey, what do I know? 2018, shot clock is off. Chelsea Gray with the ball. Comes off the screen going left. Protects it. Thought Bree Turner kept cutting, but she wasn't. 1 second to go. Ty Harris throws it up. Heave. It's off to the left. And that's how the first quarter ends. At the end of one, the Fever up 20-18. Aces trying to get at least one win in the season series. Fever trying to sweep the season series against the Aces. All right, let's take a look at the box score while we have some time here. Score is 20-18, as you can see, 20-18. For the Las Vegas Aces, Steph Talbot, 4 minutes, 2 points, 2 rebounds. Nalissa Smith with 2 points. Asia Wilson, 4 points, 3 rebounds. Got Chelsea Gray with 5 points, 2 steals, and you have Jackie Young with 2 points on 2 made free throws with 2 assists. Off the bench, 3 from Jewel Lloyd. They're shooting 35% from the field, 14% from 3, and they have 2 turnovers. For the Indiana Fever, you have Mo Billings with 6 points in 8 minutes. Aaliyah Boston with 6 points in 7 minutes. 4 for Kelsey Mitchell, none for Lexi Hull, and 2 for Caitlin Clark with 2 assists, but also 2 turnovers. Has to clean up the turnovers. Off the bench, Michaela Timpson with 2. The Fever, they're shooting 47% from the field. They're 0 for 5 from 3, and they have 4 turnovers as a team. Have to take care of the basketball against this Las Vegas Aces team. So that's the score right now, 20-18. Salute to everyone who's tapped in. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, share. Helps the channel out tremendously as we get through the remaining games of the WNBA season. These teams are at 30 games each, so there's about 14 games left in the season. I think there's 44 games this season. Correct me if I'm wrong. 44 games this season, so 14 more games. We also have the World Cup break starting in September for about 12 days. So we'll have another break there and then come back and finish off the regular season and get into the postseason. Standings are still up in the air right now. Minnesota currently the top seed, but things can change quickly in this league. I think 2 through 8 are separated by between a game or game and a half, 2 games. So it's going to come down to a furious finish here this 2026 season. If you're just joining, we're in a timeout right now. First quarter, timeout. Timeout in between quarters. Competitive game so far. There's 3-point shooting leaving a lot to be desired, but the Fever are up 20-18 so far. Like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, we'll talk about the whole Benigni Hamilton situation. At halftime, we'll talk about USA basketball's World Cup roster that they released this morning. We'll talk about that as well. So stay tuned during halftime for my thoughts, and I want to hear y'all's thoughts on it as well. For the last 2 seasons, the Indiana Fever won the last 4 meetings by 21.8 points per game. So there were years where the Fever couldn't buy a win against the Aces. The last 4 meetings have been favorable to them as we start the second quarter. Dana Evans, Bree Turner, Nalissa Smith, Chelsea Gray, and Jewel Lloyd on the court for the Aces. Chelsea Gray guarded by Caitlin Clark. On the left side of the court, Finds Dana Evans. Dana Evans with 5 on the clock, guarded by Cunningham. Gets the screen, steps behind the screen, pulls for 3 off the back of the rim. Michaela Timpson skies for the rebound and gets it over to Clark. Caitlin Clark with 2 points so far. Gets it over to Cunningham. Cunningham finds Timpson, right baseline. Dribbles back up top to Boston. Hand off to Caitlin. Back to Boston. Boston, top of the key. 3, and she buries it. Aaliyah Boston has really developed that 3-point shot. I think they just said she's at 44% from 3 this season. 9 points for Aaliyah Boston. 23-18. Chelsea Gray comes off the screen going left. Chelsea Gray gets downhill, stops. Midi is up. Off the front of the rim. Boston with a rebound. Now Boston pushing across half court. Boston spins back to her left. Looking for Clark. Clark pump fakes for 3. Guarded by Nalissa Smith. Former teammate. Blows right by her. Goes up. Scoop is up. And good. Caitlin Clark lays it in. Right hand on the left-hand side of the basket. That's her 4th point of the game. Fever up 25-18. Chelsea Gray with the ball. Over to Lloyd. Lloyd comes off that screen. Lloyd, Hezzy, steps back, finds Smith. Back to Lloyd. Lloyd now has Aaliyah Boston on her. Gets it down to Bree Turner. Right baseline jumper. That's not her game, and it proved it there. Brick. Over to Ty Harris. Ty Harris stops. Looking for Caitlin. Caitlin top of the key. Dribbles right. Guarded by Lloyd. Gets into the paint. Tries to step back. Gets it out to Boston, and they call it travel. They've been letting her get away with that one fairly recently, but that referee said no, not today. Ball in play here with Chelsea Gray. Gray guarded by Cunningham at half court. Fever leading the points in the paint battle 16-8. Lloyd finds Asia Wilson for another 3, or trickles out and rebound over to Boston. Vegas has missed their last 6 shots. Caitlin Clark with a double cross. They let her go. Oh, she might have carried. They don't call it. He gets it down to Timpson. Timpson out to Boston. Boston attacks Lloyd. Spin. Dream shake. Tries to step through. Lobs it up to Timpson. And it goes out of bounds. So 25-18. 6th turnover of the game by the Fever. Mo Billings checks back into the game. Ball in play here with Chelsea Gray. Gray crosses half court. Gray with the crossover. Dribbles right. Gets the screen from Asia Wilson. Back up top to Asia Wilson. Down to Smith. Smith turns on Billings. Spins. And they call a 3 in the key. So a turnover here by the Aces. Ball back to the Fever. So 3rd turnover by the Aces. 25-18 is the score. 25-18. Ball in play here with Ty Harris. Ball over to Caitlin. Caitlin down the lane, corner to Boston. Boston for another 3, and she buries another 3, this time from the right corner. And the Fever with their largest lead of the game is 28-18. Asia Wilson. And there's a foul by Lexi Hull on Jackie Young. 10-0 run here by the Fever, led by Aaliyah Boston, knocking down 2 threes. Asia Wilson, the inbound right by the Fever bench, gets it into Jackie Young. She's been pretty quiet so far. Ball over to Nalissa Smith. Hand off to Dana. Dana Evans. Evans dribbles right. Over to Nalissa Smith. Throws up the right hand hook and scores. Nice find there by Evans to Smith. And stops that 10-0 run. Mitchell up top to Caitlin. Caitlin gets to ignores. Oh. Passes to Mitchell. Back to Caitlin. Caitlin off the glass and scores. So that's 6 points for Caitlin. Timeout here by Becky Hammond. She is not pleased with the defense. Fever up 30-20. 6:26 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Nice give and go right there. Big Shiesty said Boston gonna hit the over 15.5. She's playing really well. Yeah, she in double figures already. Aaliyah Boston with 12 points, 5 rebounds, 2 made threes, and we're not even halfway through the second quarter. So Caitlin Clark with 6 points, 4 assists. You got Aaliyah Boston with 12 points, 5 rebounds. For the Aces, balanced scoring all around. 4 for both Nalissa Smith and Asia Wilson. Got 5 for Chelsea Gray. 2 for Steph Talbot and Jackie Young. So that is the scoring so far. Excuse me. Salute to everyone tapped in. Appreciate you guys. Pretty good game so far. Fever outscoring the Aces 10-2 in this second quarter so far. Something's going to have to shake for them. They didn't run out the gym so far, so they're going to have to up the defensive intensity here. They're playing deal or no deal here during the timeout break. Let's see if she got the $1,000. Yeah, she got the 1,000. Salute to Grandma out there in Indianapolis. All right, 30-20. Aces defense suffered here. Their offense hasn't been that great as well. They're 8 for 25 from the field, 1 for 8 from 3. The Las Vegas Aces are. So that's going to have to get cleaned up if they want to have a chance at winning this game. 30-20. Looks like broadcast is back now. The live lines update according to FanDuel. Indiana 5.5 point favorites. The over/under currently at 176.5 for those who are of the betting persuasion. Yeah, Chemo, we could all do a lot with a nice 1,000. Could all do a lot with a 1,000. All right, let's get back to some hoops here. It should be Aces ball after that basket by the Fever. And ball is in play here with Jackie Young. My broadcast just got super fuzzy. I don't know what's going on. Can't even see who's on the court. I think that's Kirsten Bell. Can't really see. My internet just took a nosedive. Ball over to Dana Evans with 4 on the clock. Evans tries to get it. Wilson. Wilson dives on the floor. Dana has to throw it up with the shot clock expiring. Grazes the rim. And that looked like Lexi Hull with the rebound. Lexi Hull gets downhill, finds Boston. Boston loads up for her third 3, and she can't miss, people. That's 3 threes in the game for Aaliyah Boston. 15 points for Aaliyah Boston. 6 or 7 from the field. Asia Wilson steps back, takes the elbow jump shot, short. Fight for the rebound, goes off the Fever. It stays with Las Vegas. But Aaliyah Boston, they're not guarding her at the 3, and she's shooting it with confidence, loading up and firing. That's the way of the game now. Big shooting from the outside. Ball over to Chelsea Gray. Gray tries to pocket pass it. It hits off Caitlin's foot. No kick ball, but Caitlin has the steal. Caitlin finds Mitchell on the curl. Mitchell goes up, hangs, and it hits. Left hand layup. Aces just getting absolutely run out the gym here. 35-20. 15-point lead. Largest lead of the game. Smith attacks Billings. Spins. Hook. Good. And it's been Nalissa Smith with all 4 points here in this second quarter. Reaching foul here by Kirsten Bell. Look at the nice cut there by Kelsey. Caitlin, nice bounce pass. Kelsey hangs in the air with the left and finishes. She is a natural lefty. Oh, what a nice find Kelsey Mitchell cuts and scores. Clark to Mitchell. As Nalissa Smith goes up the court, floater can't go. It rolls out. Caitlin Clark pushing quickly. Finds Timpson on the roll. Timpson streaking down the lane and scores. And they are absolutely getting destroyed. 39-22, people. 21-4 run by the Fever. Gray over to Asia Wilson. The Fever just have active hands, poking every ball away. They're on the run again. Caitlin tries to no-look into Billings. It gets tipped out of bounds by Kirsten Bell. So to forget what I said about the Aces winning this game, I thought they would have a little bit more pride. But the Fever just absolutely running them out the gym here. Ball over to Lexi Hull. She snakes through, blocking foul there by Chelsea Gray. And Hull will go to the line for free throws. She's the only starter who hasn't scored yet. $39-22. Fever absolutely killing them. 19-4 in the quarter as Hull misses the first free throw. Thurston, it don't get any easier. They play the Lynx on Saturday and then the Liberty on Sunday. So, listen, if they want to give up the goods, fine by me. My Liberty need all the help they can get as she knocks down the second. 40-22. Their Fever are 8 for 8 in the quarter. Ball over to Jackie Young. She's been quiet. Jackie Young, step back, 3, air ball, out of bounds. The defense is just relentless for this Indiana Fever basketball team. Yeah, Durston Libs definitely need some wins. Clark over to Mitchell. Mitchell escapes. Mid-range jumper is gut. They just can't be stopped. Kelsey Mitchell, jumper, cash. 42-22, largest lead of the game, and it just keeps getting bigger. This is a statement game here by the Fever. Young comes off the screen. Young snakes, throws up a floater from the foul line. They're just throwing BS up at the rim. Smith gets the offensive rebound. Back over to Jackie. Jackie, corner to Lloyd. Lloyd for 3. Lloyd short. Tips out the rebound. Back to Jackie. Jackie for 3. And she's long. Rebound to Timpson. They can't buy a 3. It's 1 for 11 as Timpson attacks. Asia goes up. Can't get it. Fight for the rebound. Won by Lloyd. Over to Smith. Smith with the ball. Hands it off to Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray dribbles right. Guarded by Lexi Hull. Puts her in the post. Goes to the middle of the floor. Over to Smith. Oh, that might have been a travel. But they don't call it. She takes an elbow jump shot. It's been the Nalissa Smith quarter. I think she has all 6 points here for the Aces in this quarter. 42-24. Caitlin Clark. Oh, in and out dribble. Tries to find Mo Billings on the cut. She took her eye off it. Turnover there. And I think we have a timeout, mercifully, for the Las Vegas Aces. Getting outscored 22-6 in the quarter. Fever up 18. As we go to a timeout here. This is embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing here by the Indiana Fever. By the Las Vegas Aces, excuse me. I thought they would have a little bit more pride here, but they're getting absolutely killed. $42-24, led by Aaliyah Boston, 3 for 3 from 3-point range, 6 of 7 overall, 15 points, 5 rebounds in 12 minutes. Kelsey Mitchell contributing 10 points on 5 of 7 shooting. The Fever are shooting 64% from the field in this game. Caitlin Clark, 6 points, 8 assists, does have 4 turnovers, but she's contributing as well. If she can just cut down the turnovers, this game could really get out of hand. Oh, snap, my TV just unplugged. Hold on. All right, cool. My bad, y'all. 42-24. I was hoping for a more competitive game for the watch along, but this has gotten out of hand. Let's see the Aces. Let's see if the Aces can wake up and come back here, because it doesn't get any easier. We'll take a look at their schedule during halftime, but they play the Lynx on Saturday. I got Tyrese and Jade at the game. She's showing off the rock. I think Tyrese and Jade just got married this past weekend, so salute to Tyrese and Jade Halliburton. But yeah, for the Aces, they play Minnesota at 1 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. They play New York in New York at 12:30 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. So it doesn't get any easier for them. But listen, I ain't complaining. I am not complaining. But then they go home for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games in a row. So, but then they play Washington twice. Man, we go take a look at it at halftime. But their schedule is not any walk in the park. He must have Aces show up for the dream, though. They definitely do. You know, that's been since the beginning of time. All right, broadcast is back. They're showing all of the plays basically from the Fever in the second quarter, because every play has been a highlight. They just can't miss. I think they're 9 for 10 in the quarter. Caitlin Clark, most assists through 80 career games, 669. Tonight is Caitlin Clark's 80th career game. Most by far in the history of the WNBA, behind Tisha Penicheiro. He used to play for the Sacramento Monarchs. I got the t-shirt on as Jackie Young has the ball, shoots a contested jumper over Caitlin and knocks it down from a little past the foul line. 42-26. Jackie Young's first field goal of the game. Caitlin Clark, guarded by Lloyd, comes off the screen. Now Asia guarding her. Oh, nice hands there by Lloyd. Gets a deflection on the entry pass. And the Aces are on the run here. Jackie Young, transition 3. She just needed to see one go in. She's back home in Indiana. She knocks down to 3. That's 5 quick points for Jackie Young. 42-29. Aaliyah Boston, guarded by Smith. Former teammates on the Fever here. Ball out to Mitchell. Nobody home. She shoots the 3, and it's off to the right. Asia Wilson with the rebound. Over to Jackie. Let's see if she keeps the good times rolling here. Guarded by Mitchell. Gets downhill, takes steps through, gets the foul, and one. Jackie Young, the last 7 points here for the Aces. And just like that, it's an 11-point game. And the timeout is called here on the floor. I wonder if they're going to challenge this. But Jackie Young contested 2, transition 3, and then a foul on the 2-point Euro step. We'll see if they challenge this play. I'm not sure if it's a challenge, but we see what they'll do here. So don't go anywhere. Aces right back in it. So we're in a timeout. I got some Indiana Pacers players there showing on the Jumbotron. 42-31 is the score. 42-31. As they come back from this timeout, Jackie Young should be shooting a free throw to complete the 3-point play when we return here. So the Aces were down and out. And Jackie Young comes back into the game. Contested 2, transition 3, and then gets fouled going to the basket, hit the basket. Will go to the line for the 3-point play here. As I said, Jackie Young had a slow start, only had 2 points on free throws in that first quarter. And she now currently knocks down the free throw. So that's 8 points for Jackie Young here. Personal 8-0 run here for Jackie Young. 10-point game. It was just like 20. Kelsey Mitchell tries to get downhill, finds Caitlin right side of the three-point line. Caitlin comes off the screen. Chelsea Gray pokes it away. Mitchell doesn't recognize. Jewel Lloyd picks up the loose ball. Jewel Lloyd finds Jackie Young. Again, Jackie Young, personal 10-0 run for Jack. And she is on fire here. A 12-0 run overall. Caitlin tries to step back and draws the foul on Chelsea Gray. And then she tries to say she was in the shooting action. But Chelsea Gray with the quick hands pokes it away. Jewel Lloyd, smart veteran move, feed the hot hand. In transition, Jackie Young, nice 10-foot floater. And it's an 8-point game, just like that. Caitlin over to Kelsey. Back to Caitlin. Caitlin for three off the inbound. Michaela Timpson for the rebound. Can't secure it. Asia picks it up. And Jackie Young with the ball. Jackie Young into the paint, goes up, right hand scoop. They can't stop her. Jackie Young, 12-0 run. 42-36. She scored the last 12 here. Jackie Young have a quarter. Ball over to Kelsey. Kelsey comes off the screen, passes to Boston. Boston steps through. Wild hook shot, can't get it to go. And Asia Wilson with the rebound. Can Jackie keep it going? Jackie Young, guarded by Mitchell. Between the legs, gets into the paint, foul on Mitchell. And I think that's the second foul in the last 2 minutes. Jackie Young should be going back to the line, to the free throw line. This is crazy. Jackie Young, personal 12-0 run. And she's at the line for free throws here. This is crazy. Something in that timeout flipped a switch as she misses the free throw. And that's her first miss in the last couple minutes here. And she knocks down the second. Wow, what a personal run here by Jackie Young. 42-37. A 13-0 run by Jackie to get the Aces back in. Oh, and Alyssa Smith with the ferocious block on Kelsey Mitchell. And about a second difference shot clock and game clock. Aces will play for the last shot here. Man, a basket here would cap a nice comeback here. Get it to Jackie on the island. She says, clear out. I got her on the island here. Gets the screen from Lloyd. Now has Caitlin on her. Jackie Young steps, gets it over to Lloyd. Lloyd wide open for three. Oh, they needed that one. Alyssa Smith offensive rebound doesn't get the putback off in time. And that's how the quarter ends. Wow. Aces were down damn near 20. Jackie Young goes on a personal 13 or 14-0 run and gets them right back in this game. They're only down 5 now. Insane. So listen, I might not have been wrong after all. Look at me flip-flopping. Crazy. Jackie Young. What a quarter for the guard out of Notre Dame by way of the state of Indiana. Let me sit up here. Wow. That was a nice close to the quarter there. We're going to go over the box score, the team stats, and then we'll take a look at some of the WNBA news that was released earlier today. So appreciate everyone who's tapped in. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, salute TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. All right, let's get right into it here. Halftime. Indiana 42, Vegas 37. Indiana outscored them 22-19 in that quarter. But there was a point, it was like 20-6. But Jackie Young said, hold on. I really do this. And brought them back within 5. 42-37. Let's take a look at the box score here. Steph Talbot, 2 points. Alyssa Smith with 8. She hit some big shots in that second quarter to stop a couple of the runs. 4 for Asia Wilson, 2 of 8 shooting, 6 rebounds, but we know she can get hot quick. You have Chelsea Gray with 5, 3 assists. But Jackie Young had 2 points in the first, 13 in the second, in that last 2.5 minutes to get the Aces back in this game. Bree Turner and Belden scored 3 for Lloyd off the bench. She can't buy a 3 if you gave it a bread for it. She's 0 for 4. Aces is shooting 38% from the field, 15% from 3, 83% from the line. For the Fever, you got Mo Billings, 6 points, 2 rebounds. Aaliyah Boston, 15 points, 5 rebounds. 10 for Kelsey Mitchell, 1 for Lexi Hull, and Caitlin Clark with 6 points, 8 assists, but does have 6 turnovers. So 6 points and 6 turnovers. Has to clean that up. Off the bench, Michaela Timpson with 4 points and 5 boards. Fever shooting 56% from the field, 33% from 3. And they have 9 turnovers as a team, giving Liberty vibes with the turnovers. All right, let's take a look at the team stats. Look at the team stats here. Okay, zoom in a bit. There we go. So Aces have taken 40 shots compared to 32 for the Fever. The 3-point shooting has been pretty horrendous. Both teams been to the line. 6 for the Aces, 4 for the Fever. Rebounding, the Fever are winning that battle 17-15. Assists, the Aces are winning that 13-10. Aces are winning the steals battle 5-4. Blocks are tied at 1. 9 turnovers for the Fever, 5 for the Fever. 9 turnovers for the Fever, 5 for the Aces, excuse me. The Aces have given up 6 points off of their 5 turnovers. The Fever have given up 9 points off of their 9 turnovers. Fast break points in favor of the Aces, 9-2. But the Aces are the Fever are winning the points in the paint battle 24-18. Both teams have 8 fouls each. Largest lead was 20 points by the Fever in that second quarter. Only 4 for the Aces. But now, as you can see, the lead is now 5. 42-37, led by a 13-0 run by Jackie Young in the final 2 minutes of that quarter-ish. All right, so now that we've tackled that, let's take a look at the upcoming games on TV tonight. So we have the LA Sparks, of course, no Kelsey Plum, traded to the Phoenix Mercury, taking on the best team record-wise in the league, the Minnesota Lynx at home. For those into the betting, you can see the bets there according to odds, according to DraftKings. Man, Minnie's a 16.5 point favorite against the LA Sparks. No Ariel Atkins, I believe. I think they say she's a game time decision. I saw that play. She got popped in the ribs against the Chicago Sky. So she's not there. Right? So that should be a win for the Lynx. It shouldn't be really too much of a competition if I'm keeping it 100 with you. Looking at TikTok, Backlight Craig said Jackie put it on her back. Definitely. Got to salute her there. Got to salute her there. They needed every one of those points to get back in it. And a second game that's going to be, I think this game is, this game is on Prime. The Sparks and Lynx game will be on Prime. The next game, you got the Tempo and the Fire, the battle of the 2 expansion teams. Toronto 10-20 record. Portland 11-19 record. Toronto takes on Portland, seeks to break 7-game slide. Toronto's lost 7 games in a row. They're down bad right now. Brittany Sykes still out with the injury. You can see from the Fire. Bridget Carlton, a game time decision. Ashley Barker and Fagan out for season for the Fire. O'Block, a game time decision. According to the odds there, looks like it's a close one. Portland are slight favorites, 1.5 point favorites there, according to DraftKings. Total score 187.5. It's a total score. All right, so those are the 2 games that are upcoming. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule overall, and then we'll get into some of the other news. Tomorrow, Ion Fridays, you got Phoenix and Connecticut. Atlanta and Washington should be a good one. Golden State and Dallas at 9:30 on Ion. Then Saturday, got 3 games. You got 1 p.m. Vegas and Minnesota, Indy and Chicago, and Seattle and Portland at 8:30. And then on Sunday, 4-game slate. Vegas on a back-to-back on the road. Vegas plays New York. First game of the day, 12:30 Eastern. So they're going to have to leave Minnesota. As soon as that game is done, get to New York. It's crazy. You got Phoenix and Washington at 3. Dallas and Minnesota at 3:30. And then Golden State and LA at 7 p.m. That's on ESPN. Monday, you got Toronto and Atlanta, Chicago, Seattle. And then Tuesday, we'll stop there. New York and Indiana should be a good one from Indiana. Washington and Vegas, and Phoenix and LA. This thing is, sorry guys, 1 second. This thing is always saying that they detect inactivity. That thing is annoying sometimes. Clearly streaming. Anyways, all right, so that is that. All right, let's take a look at the news that released today. So, we go to here. So according to reports, Benijah Laney Hamilton has been released. Let me see if I can find the actual post. Where did I put it? I think I tweeted about it. Stand by. There we go. So New York Liberty have released Benijah Laney Hamilton. This was the post that Liberty posted earlier today. New York Liberty have released Benijah Laney Hamilton. Thank you for everything. Benijah Laney Hamilton, one of the longest tenured players on the Liberty, joined in 2021. Was a key piece of winning the title in 2024. Dealing with a lot of knee injuries over her career, especially over her Liberty. Her Liberty game. I mean, over her Liberty career, her Liberty tenure. So salute B. Thank you for everything, B. But she is no longer a part of the team. Let me go back to that Madeline Kenny tweet with the actual report. Oh, see? And then now you see the Liberty have signed guard Marine Fotux to a multi-year deal the team announced today. So by releasing Benijah, they had to make space for Marine Fotux since she was on a developmental contract. So Marine Fotux is now a member, official member of the New York Liberty, no longer on a developmental contract. Marine Fotux has been getting a lot of minutes as of late with the Liberty. So it was only a matter of time. The question was, who were they going to release to get her in? And the answer is now Benijah Laney Hamilton. Maddie says, is this Indiana Fever live game with the Las Vegas? Yes, this is the game. It's not, I'm not showing the actual game on the screen. It's more play-by-play and commentary on it. But this is the game. We're at halftime right now. Thanks for your question. All right, so that's been made official. I wanted to show this, the blurb that they released, Jonathan Kolb's statement about this game. Sorry. They said, we want to thank Benijah for everything she has given to this organization. She has been an instrumental part of our success since 2021 and has made a lasting impact on our team, both on and off the court. We're incredibly grateful for her professionalism, leadership, and commitment she brought to the New York Liberty every day. While this decision is incredibly difficult, we believe this will give Benijah the best opportunity to pursue a larger basketball role. We wish her nothing but success moving forward, and she'll always be a member of the Liberty family as a key contributor to the first championship in franchise history. B's legacy with the Liberty is forever cemented, said Jonathan Kolb, general manager of the New York Liberty. Salute to those. Yeah, we'll remember that. I did want to read this article that Madeline Kenny, she's like one of the main beat reporter for the Liberty. I wanted to see what she had to say. Liberty fan Benijah Laney Hamilton's time in Brooklyn has come to an unceremonious end. After racking up 8 consecutive healthy scratches and 4 days after the trade deadline, the Liberty released her. As we saw, they put Marine Fotux in her contract. Marine Fotux was drafted by the Liberty back in 2021. She was a 3rd-round pick. This was her first year actually coming over from France to play in the WNBA, and she's earned her roster spot. Laney Hamilton struggled to establish herself this season after missing all of last year because of knee surgery. And it's funny, she hadn't played since July 12th when she got ejected for throwing the shoe. She signed a 1-year, $400,000 contract in April, but entering money only appeared in 17 of the team's 30 games. They just repeating his statement, and that's that. All right, so salute to B. Hopefully all is well with her. I was doing a little digging, asking some questions of people I know, and there were some things behind the scenes that probably contributed to this. So hopefully, um, she gets into a good place where she can contribute or feels like she can contribute, um, to a winning team. But I'm glad she got us a ring. She'll be ever in debt. Will be forever indebted to Benija for her contribution. Had to get that knee shot up with a bunch of whatever painkillers and muscled out that game for us. Let's take a look at the other news that released today. 2026 USA Basketball Women's National Team announced earlier today. USA Basketball announced today the 2026 USA Basketball's Women's National Team set to compete from September 4th to 13th in Berlin, Germany. The team includes Aaliyah Boston, who we're watching tonight with the Fever, Paige Beckers with the Wings, Caitlin Clark also with the Fever, Nafisa with the Lynx, Kalia Copper with the Mercury, Chelsea Gray with the Aces, Ryan Howard with the Dream, Kelsey Plum with the Mercury, Angel Reese with the Dream, Brianna Stewart with the Liberty, Asia Wilson with the Aces, and Jackie Young with the Aces. The team is highlighted by 12 athletes with extensive USA basketball experience, combining for 14 Olympic and 9 World Cup gold medals. The team also features 7 players making their World Cup debuts. The USA are seeking their 5th consecutive and 12th overall World Cup gold medal. All right. And Sue Bird says, I'm so excited to announce the 2026 USA Basketball Women's National Team. Wearing a USA jersey is a privilege, and I know these 12 players will embrace that responsibility as we go for another gold medal. I can't wait to see what this team accomplishes together. It says, Copper, Gray, Plum, Stewart, and Wilson return to defend their 2022 FIBA World Cup title, along with Collier and Young. This group will look to win a second major international women's basketball title in the last 3 years, having won gold in the Olympic Games in 2024. And as you can see, Boston, Beckers, Clark, Collier, and Howard, Reese, and Young will make their FIBA World Cup debuts. So that's the roster for the team. It says Brianna Stewart will become one of just 3 USA players to appear in at least 4 World Cups, trailing Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi. Right? So it looks like the broadcast is finally coming back. That's the Team USA news there. Remember, September 4th to 13th, World Cup live from Berlin. I will be doing watch-alongs as much as I can for those games. A lot of WNBA talent from around the world will be participating. Quickly, as we get to before they come back from the game, this is the French national team roster. So you can see a lot of WNBA talent: Nella Angloma, Pauline Astier, Ayayi. You got Brochon, you got Fotux, who we just talked about, Marine Johannes, Layla Lacan, Carla Late, Dom Malonga. You got Pouye, who was up in Toronto. You got Gabby Williams. So a lot of W talent on that French team. If you're not familiar with the French, they took the Team USA to the brink in the Paris Olympics, lost by 1 point in the gold medal game. So they're not going to be no easy outs with the French. All right, now that the broadcast is coming back, they're talking about Jackie Young's 13-point second quarter. Nelissa Smith and Jackie Young were the only 2 players in that second quarter to score, which is crazy to think about. Yeah, you missed my thoughts on Benija getting waived. I think I don't know how to pronounce that on TikTok, but yes. I'll talk about it at the next timeout, but it was only a matter of time. I just didn't think they had the balls to do it, but they did. Oh, Asia Wilson finds Jackie Young, and she picks up where she left off, and she scored the last 15 points here for the Las Vegas Aces. It's 42-39. It was a 20-point game. If you just joining us, the Fever were up by 20 and they've blown a 20-point lead. It's now a 3-point deficit. Oh, Fabian, salute. What's going on? Got you. Yeah. It's sad about B, but the Fever turned the ball over, and the Aces have a chance to tie this game with a 3. Chelsea Gray finds Steph Talbot in the corner for 3, and it's off the front of the rim. Lexi Hull pushing. She stops, pulls up a mid-range 2, too strong off the back of the rim, and Jackie Young with the rebound. What does she do here? She's got the hot hand, finds Nalissa Smith in the post against Bo Billings, turnaround over the right shoulder, and scores. 1-point game here. 42-41. This is a crazy comeback here. Caitlin Clark, step back 3. Can't get it to go. Nalissa Smith with the rebound. And the Aces, 18-0 run extended for the Aces. Jackie Young, the catalyst here. Pump fakes. Gets it over to Smith. Smith back to Jackie on the island with Kelsey Mitchell. Can I have this dance? She gets the screen from Steph Talbot. Goes behind the back. Has Caitlin on her now. She pulls up for 3 and banks it in. And that's the lead. And she has a smile on her face. First lead since it was 12-10. And the Aces have come all the way back from 20 down to take a 2-point lead, led by Jackie Young and those trash Skechers. And she banks it in and then lets off a smile after that. Absolute insanity here. Jackie Young, after that timeout in that second quarter, I don't know what Becky Hammond said, but it has riled Jackie up. She scored 13 in the second quarter, and she's continued to put belt to behind here in the third. 7-0 run by the Aces, an extended 18 or 20-0 run now by the Aces to take the lead. And it's gone in the blink of an eye. Wow. Jackie Young, she saw one go in, and it's been curtains ever since. My goodness. Wow. This is some stuff we're seeing here now. Fever absolutely folding, and we have a game here. A 20-point lead gone just like that. Run me of my damn liberty. Crazy, y'all. I'm scrolling back in the play-by-play to see when this got going for Jack. I gotta scroll back pretty far. The score was 42-22 with 4 minutes left in the second quarter. 42-22. Then Nalissa Smith makes an 18-foot pull-up jump shot to make it 18, and then it was the Jackie Young show from there. She knocks down a jumper, knocks down a 3, knocks down another jumper, got fouled, made the foul shot, then made another jumper, Then missed one free throw, made the other. And then she started off this third quarter with a layup and a banked in 3. So from the 4-minute mark in that second quarter, Jackie Young has put the team on her absolute back here. Wow. Oh, quick thoughts on the Benijah situation. Benijah Laney Hamilton released. I knew something had to be up. She was getting healthy scratches. I heard behind the scenes things weren't the greatest at the beginning of the season. So it was only a matter of time. Even in the minutes she did play, she didn't look like herself or like what we're used to seeing. So I knew once those Seattle games happened and she didn't get us after the trade deadline and they didn't play her, I knew it was only a matter of time, but I didn't expect them to waver. But there it is. But the Fever go downhill. Oh, Asia Wilson swats it off the glass. Kelsey Mitchell, get it out. And Steph Talbot has it over to Jackie. Blows by everybody. Jackie Young. Oh, she smokes the easiest layup of the game. Wow. Caitlin Clark, crossover. Goes behind the back. Bounce pass over to Boston. Can she continue the three-point barrage? And that three-point shot went cold. Her first miss from three of the game. Ball over to Jackie. Guarded by Kelsey Mitchell. Jackie comes off the screen. Jackie stops. Nowhere to go. And bad pass. Picked off by Mo Billings. Over to Caitlin Clark. Lob pass over to Lexi Hull. Oh, but Lexi Hull, when it rains, it pours. She steps out of bounds before taking the three. It's a turnover. 11 turnovers. Yeah, Liz, that shoe incident was a big thing as well. Ball and play here with the Aces. 44-42. And a turnover here by the Aces. So they got the lead, and now they start giving up the goods. Finds Michaela Timpson under the basket, almost traveled, and they do call the travel. I thought they were going to let it go, but she does travel. Ball and play here with the Aces. It's been stuck at 44-42 for a bit. Jackie Young with the ball. Let's see if Asia Wilson can get involved, but a bad pass saved by Nalissa Smith. Inbounds. Pass over to Asia. The ball's just bouncing all over the place. That might have been a foul on Nalissa. Went for the loose ball and cut off Michaela Timpson. So both teams now turning the ball over tremendously in this one. Yeah, Chemo. Everybody's saying, yeah, that shoe might have sealed it. Conlan said Liberty lost some physicality when Benijah got hurt at Unrivaled and then KT left. Yeah. And we've yet to replace that. Oh my goodness. Everybody just almost turned the ball over, but the Fever recover it. Aaliyah Boston at the 3-point line looking for Kaylin. Kaylin, catch, shot, 3, brick, out of bounds. This quarter has gone ugly. It's 7-0, still Aces 7-0 run here. Both teams struggling from 3. 3 for 12 for the Fever, 3 for 15 for the Aces. Got Chelsea Gray over to Nalissa Smith, looking for Steph Talbot. Can't get it to her. Hands it off to Jackie. And Jackie Young, they call a offensive foul on Nalissa Smith. It's a turn. It's like, no, you turn it over. No, you turn it over. I don't think so, but they say 3 fouls on Nalissa. Ball and play here with Kaylin, gets downhill and draws the foul on Steph Talbot. And Caitlin Clark will go to the line for 2 free throws. So Caitlin Clark at the line for 2 free throws. First one's up, and she rattles it in. First points for Indiana since late in the second quarter. They were scoreless in a while as she knocks down both. Ties the game at 44. Asia Wilson the inbound, gets it into Young. Young escapes the trap, gets it over to Asia. Asia, let's see if she can get hot. Asia, too strong on the midi. Wide open, can't get it. Boston with the rebound. Asia having a stinker as Clark transition 3, can't get it to go. Timpson tips it out of bounds. Asia Wilson, 2 for 9 from the field for 4 points. And the Aces have tied the game. So let's see. Oh, what's her name? Lisa Salters there sitting on the baseline there. Lisa Salters, the sideline reporter. Ball in play here with Asia Wilson. Wilson crosses over into the paint, goes up, right hand lay, way out of control, misses it, but Smith gets the offensive rebound. Shot clock did not reset. Finds Steph Talbot on the cut. She goes up for the right hand scoop and score. Steph Talbot, the Aussie, lays it in. Aces back up, 46-44. And Aaliyah Boston with a travel. Teams just can't get out of their own way here. The Fever have just absolutely capitulated. 46-44. 5:40 to go here in the third. It's been all aces since the 4-minute mark in the second quarter. Jackie Young in control with it. Jackie Young still dancing with it. Gets the screen from Lloyd. Now has Caitlin on her, on an island here. Shoots the three off the front of the rim. Aaliyah Boston snags the rebound. And that's 8 rebounds for AB. Caitlin Clark finds Sophie Cunningham in the right corner. Up top to Boston. Hand off to Kate. Kate picks up her dribble, and that's an offensive foul by Caitlin Clark with the off arm sort of hit the push-off. I think Chelsea Gray sold that a bit. I don't know if it hit her in the face. She definitely hit her in the chest, but the face, I don't know about that one. They're showing the replay here. Oh, nah, Chelsea sells that crazy, bro. Chelsea sold that. She hit her in the chest and she flops her head back. That's crazy. As Jackie Young gets around, hands it off to Asia. Baseline jumper. Air ball. Oh my gosh. Asia looks awful, but it goes off the Fever. Ball in play here. 5 seconds on the shot clock for the Aces here. 46-44. This quarter has looked awful for both teams. Chelsea Gray tries to bounce pass it in. It's a kick ball. That means the shot clock resets to 14. Wow. So it should be at 14, not 24. There it is. 46-44. If you're just joining us, Fever were up 20 in the second, and they've absolutely blown this lead. They're on scoreless, turning the ball over as Chelsea Gray steps through. It gets blocked by Timpson. Smith gets the offensive rebound, and Lloyd with the putback tip, foul, and one. Second and third chance efforts for the Las Vegas Aces. And it pays off with a putback layup by Jewel Lloyd. She'll go to the line for the 3-point play. Good block there by Timpson, but tips it right to Nalissa Smith, who doesn't make the right-hand layup, but then the putback by Lloyd is good. (48-44), Jewel Lloyd at the line for the 3-point play. I don't know what the discrepancy is here. There's some issue here. Not too sure. The referee is talking to the security, and he's pointing somebody out. And I'm not sure. A fan might be getting ejected, right? And Jackie Young's telling the referee about something there. And Jackie's telling Asia Wilson what happened. So we're all lost here. And Jackie Young is pointing out a fan sitting on the sideline. I'm not too sure. The fan might have said something inappropriate. I'm not too sure. And now Jackie Young is telling the security official. So we have a stoppage in play here. Confused. Yes, it looks like everybody pointing to this one area on the sideline. A fan might have said something. And it looks like the person was escorted out. So hopefully they got that resolved. But anyways, let's get back to the hoops of it all. Jackie Young leading the way with 20 points. She had 2 points 15 minutes into this game, but then a switch flipped and she scored 18. "48-44. Now this takes the momentum out of the game. I mean, both teams are playing pretty bad in this third quarter so far, turning the ball over crazy, but we'll see. Let me see if social media has the scoop. You got the ultimate lip readers on social media. Oh, they said the wrong fan was escorted out. Now this other fan is. He said, "Yeah, we going to the back. We gonna have to talk about this." Oh man, it's always something, right? So fans got to know how to keep their cool, man. So Jewel Lloyd at the line for the 3-point play, misses. Sophie Cunningham with the rebound. Ball in play here with Kelsey Mitchell. Steps back, doesn't shoot it. Goes over to Boston in the left corner. Hands off to Kelsey Mitchell. Snatch back. Shoots the baseline jumper. Finally, the Fever put a field goal in. And it's 48-46. Kelsey hadn't scored in a long time, people. I can't even remember her last basket. 48-46. Asia over to Bree Turner. Finds Jackie Young against Ty Harris. Indiana versus Indiana here. Ball away jump shot. Too easy for Jack. 50-46. That's why Jackie Young was on the thumbnail. 22 for Jack. Kelsey Mitchell with the ball. Finds Michaela Timpson on. Jackie Young gets the steal on that pass. Jackie Young tries to get it to Asia, but they turn it over. Kelsey Mitchell with the steal. Kelsey steps back for a contested 3, and she knocks it down. I was about to say, that's a wild shot to take on a 3-on-1, but she knocks it down. It's a 1-point game. Ball down to Asia. Asia goes up. Left-hand layup is good. Asia Wilson, finally. Maybe we needed that timeout and fan disruption to get the game into a offensive flow again. Ball over to Aaliyah Boston. Lobs it up to Timpson. Timpson goes up. Blocked by Asia Wilson. Didn't even jump. Just blocked it from behind. Lob up to Asia. She catches it in transition. Asia spins around Boston but falls, and they call a blocking foul on Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston may have a point there because it looks like the hook there by Asia. Ball in play here with Jackie. She's been the catalyst. Asia pump fakes from the right elbow. Downhill goes up. Right hand layup. It's good. Now you can't let Asia Wilson start going, or else it's gonna be a long night. 54-49. Hand off to Kelsey. She's keeping the Fever within striking distance. Kelsey snakes into the lane, throws up the left-hand scoop, a little out of control. It's a block shot, ball over to Jackie Young. Dana Evans in the game for the Aces as well for Chelsea Gray. Young comes off that screen. Head of steam, stops, loses the ball, turnover. Michaela Timpson picks up the loose ball. Becky Hammond wanted a foul there, and they call a foul on Jackie Young running in transition. Ball in play here with the Fever. Ball over to Mo Billings with Ty Harris. Foul line jumper off. Asia Wilson with the rebound. Vegas defense has been really good since that timeout. in the second quarter. Asia gets it over to Jackie. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Jackie backs out to half court. Head of steam, gets the screen. Gets it out to Asia. Asia on the attack on Billings. Goes up. Scoops it with the right. Can't get it. Turner throws it up to Jackie off the front of the rim. Timpson one-hand rebound. 1 minute 30 to go here in the third quarter. Indiana fell off the map, Shiesty. Q, what happened with those guys? I don't know. They just escorted them out. They didn't really say what they said or what they did. But Timpson tries to attack and loses the ball out of bounds. Tipped out by Bree Turner. 7 on the shot clock for the Fever. Asia Wilson goes to the bench, probably for the remainder of this third. Sophie Cunningham, quick catch and shoot, misses, and Dana Evans gets the rebound. Dana with the ball, right to left crossover. Oh, might have doubled. They don't call it, but she gets down the lane. Double clutches, can't get it to go. Rebound fought for by the Fever. They fighting each other for the rebound. And then a foul by Nalissa Smith. And that's free throws for the Fever since they're in the bonus. So Sophie Cunningham at the line for free throws. Yeah, Sierra, people just falling all over the place. Cunningham knocks down the free throw. And second one is good. 54-51, under a minute to go here in the third quarter, excuse me. Thank God it's not the first quarter. Ball over to Jackie Young. She has been the engine here. Jackie Young backing down Kelsey Mitchell. Backs out to the 3. Gets their screen from Smith. Denies it. Finds Smith on the roll. Smith stops. Floater. Rattles it in. Nalissa Smith's been hitting that one-hand floater all evening. It's 56-61. Nalissa Smith now on my fantasy team. She's up to 12 points and Ty Harris with the offensive foul. Ball back to the Aces. 56-51, excuse me. Yeah, Ty Harris moving screen. Yep, that's a textbook moving screen there. 25 seconds to go, about a 2-second difference, shot clock and game clock. Dana Evans in possession here. Dribbling out at the three-point line, left side of the court. Dana wants a screen from Jack. They don't get it. Gets it over to Jack. Oh, Jack might have traveled. She gets downhill. Double clutches. Floater can't go. Ball tipped out. Lloyd out to Evans. Evans goes between two. Floater is up, and she misses. Timpson with the rebound, and that's how the quarter ends. So at the end of the third, the Aces take a 5-point lead. They were down 5 going into half. They flip it, and they're up 5 going into the fourth. Low-scoring game, 56-51. Aces outscored the Fever 19-9 in that quarter. Indiana scored 9 points in that quarter. That's crazy, y'all. The Fever have absolutely collapsed here. Vegas had 18 in the first, 19 in both the second and the third. The Fever had 20 in the first, 22 in the second, and now 9 in the third. Somebody said I need Clark for 1-3. Caitlin Clark can't throw a rock in the ocean from 3, to be honest with you, my friend. Caitlin Clark, 8 points, 3 of 11, 0 for 6 from 3, 8 assists, 7 turnovers. Yeah, the Fever, middle of the second quarter, they forgot how to play basketball, and the Aces went on a crazy run. I mean, but the game is still there. It's only down 5. Just like the Aces went on a run, the Fever could go on a run, but nothing is looking easy or promising for them right now. I picked Aces before the game, and I'm gonna stick with the Aces. They did give me a scare there, being down 20, but they came all the way back. What can I say? Yeah, Tudo. That was definitely a New York type third quarter. 9 points. That sounds like us. We're in between the third and the fourth quarters here. Salute to everyone tapped in. TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. Make sure you leave a like, share, subscribe. We do watch-alongs all season long. But yeah, this has been a wild game, people. If you're just joining us, Fever got out to a 20-point lead with about 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Vegas called a timeout, and then Jackie Young took over. She ended up scoring the next 13 points to get them within 5 at the half. And then in this quarter, they just continued where they left off, turning defense to offense. Asia Wilson finally joined the party, and they outscored them 19-9 in the quarter. This has not been Caitlin Clark's best game. She's been struggling in this one tremendously. She has 8 points on 3 of 11 shooting, 8 assists, and 7 turnovers. She's a -6 in the game. All right, fourth quarter getting started right now. Aces looking to put the Fever away and avoid the season sweep. So let's see if the Fever have one more run in them, because at the moment it's not looking good. And it stays with the Fever here. Almost a turnover there. What's her 3-point? She's 0 for 6. My friend on TikTok. She hasn't hit a 3 tonight. Caitlin Clark 0 for 6 from 3. Ball in play here with the Fever. Caitlin Clark gets downhill, hands it off to Billings. Billings turns into traffic, and it's a shot clock violation. So it's Ace's ball here. Chelsea Gray with possession. Chelsea Gray, Dana Evans, Jewel Lloyd, Bree Turner, and Alyssa Smith for the Aces on the court right now. Gets it over to Chelsea. Chelsea, step back 3 off the back of the rim, fight for the rebound, won by Lexi Hull. Over to Ty Harris. Ty Harris with the ball. Ty Harris over to Leah Boston. She's been quiet since that 15-point first quarter. Caitlin Clark with the ball. Finds Boston at the right elbow. Boston attacks Bree Turner. Foul there by Bree Turner. Little Aaliyah Boston has something to say to Bree Turner there on that post-up move. Ball in play here. Finds Hull. Hull tries to hint it off to Billings, and it's out of bounds off the Fever, and they just can't get out of their own way. Ball in play here with Dana Evans. Evans gets it over to Bree Turner, over to Chelsea Gray. Gray, pity pat into the paint. Gray gets blocked there by Lexi Hull, weak side block. And Caitlin Clark with possession. Let's see if she can wake up. Oh, she almost loses the ball trying to go behind the back. Gets it over to Boston. Boston sweeps through, downhill, goes up. Left hand lay too strong. Billings putback is good. And it's 56-53. Ball with Dana Evans here. Ball over to Lloyd. Lloyd fade away from 10 feet away and knocks it down. Might be her first jump shot she's made all day. It's back to a 5-point game, 58-53. Caitlin Clark, step back jumper off the front of the rim, but she gets her own rebound into the lane, throws up the floater, can't get it to go. It's nasty out here, people. This is like putrid offense. Caitlin Clark, 3 for 13. Chelsea Gray in the paint, stops, pump fakes, throws it out to Lloyd. Lloyd guarded by Mo Billings on an island. Right to left crossover, step back, foul line jumper, buries it. Jewel Lloyd. Back-to-back jumpers, and the Ace is up 7. Ball over to Hull in the corner. Hull drives baseline. Hull loses the ball out of bounds. Now this is nasty. This is dirty. This is hard to watch if you're a Fever fan. They just can't do anything right at this point. 60-53 turnover there by Lexi Hull. Let's see if Kelsey Mitchell can do something for them here. Marcus said he needs an Asia assist. Let's see. So Dana Evans at the controls here with Chelsea Gray. Asia Wilson is back in the game, guarded by Aaliyah Boston. She dribbles across, looking for Jackie. Jackie gets the ball. Jackie wants Asia to set the screen. They trap Jackie. She tips it over to Asia. Asia with 3 seconds. Off balance. Jumper is good. You do good defense for 23 seconds. Asia buries that. I don't know if that counts as the assist. Let me see if they counted it. As Aaliyah Boston down the lane, she lays it in with the right. Nah, they don't count that as an assist for Asia. Kelsey Mitchell is in the game. Asia goes. Jumper is up, short. Aaliyah Boston with the rebound. And then a steal there by Chelsea Gray on a bad pass. Chelsea Gray to Smith. Smith goes up, foul, and 1. Aces. 55-64. Wait, sorry. Yeah, 55-64. Aaliyah Boston trying to get it to Clark. Chelsea Gray. Another weak side steal. Jump pass to Nalissa Smith, who lays it in. And it's just gone from bad to worse here for the Fever. They're down 9, potentially 10 here after this free throw. Nalissa Smith with 14 and 7. Free throw is up, and she misses. Long rebound. It goes out of bounds, and Asia Wilson crashes into the front row. Man, was sitting on some lady's shoulders there in the front row. Crashed right had Asia Wilson behind right in her face. Not that type of party, Asia. Ball and play here with the Fever. Kelsey Mitchell comes off that screen. Step back for 3. Kelsey Mitchell knocks down the 3. 64-58. Ball and play here with Chelsea Gray. Gray looking for Young. Gets it over to Young. Young back to Gray. Gray top of the key at half court. 8 on the shot clock. Smith comes to set the screen. And Becky Hammond calls a timeout with 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Crucial point in the game. 64-58 is the score. 5:46 to go here in the fourth and final quarter. Wow, wow, wow. Becky Hammond trying to draw something up here. So we're in a timeout now. Timeout here on the floor. Yeah, Mr. Goat. Yeah, we talked about that. Talked about Benaja being waived. Wow, wow, wow. Alrighty. So let's see what happens here. The remainder of this fourth quarter. Salute to everyone who's tapped in. Salute to everyone who is tapped in. Mr. Ghost, what went wrong with her in the New York Liberty? I don't know. We'll never know for sure, but I know she was earlier in the season. She was out. Sorry, she was out due to personal reasons. Then when she came back, things just weren't the same. She didn't look herself. Then she went out. She had to get a shot in her knee that she had surgery on, and then it was just downhill from there. And then the last thing we remember is Benija launching a shoe that hits Marina Mabrey in that game in Toronto. She gets ejected, and that was the last time we saw her on the court, if I remember correctly. So it's just unfortunate, you know. Poor piece of the championship run, and she ends up getting waived. Everybody going at the organization on X about them releasing her. All right, so broadcast is coming back now. Broadcast is coming back now. Ball and play here with the Aces, and a terrible pass by Chelsea Gray out of the timeout. Becky got to be pissed. She called a timeout, and you turned the ball over on the inbound. Foul there by Steph Talbot. On Caitlin Clark, she'll go to the line for free throws. So Caitlin Clark at the line. First free throw is up. Buries it. Next one is up. And Caitlin Clark reaches double figures. She's up to 10 points here. 64-60. Derek says, do I think Burrell 2 assists? Ray don't be passing the rock, do she? I don't know too much about Ray passing. I know she's a hired gun. She gonna pass the ball. Ball gets over to Asia. Up top to Chelsea. And then offensive foul by Asia Wilson. First foul of the game on Asia. That replay, I'm not too sure. But foul either way. I mean, I guess they had to get one back for that Chelsea Gray egregious flop there. Mitchell finds Boston on the roll and scores. It looks like the Fever are starting to wake up now. Chelsea Gray outlet to Asia. Jab steps. Finds Melissa skirting down the lane. Contested layup. Fight for the rebound. Won by Timpson. But then Timpson threw it behind Kelsey Mitchell and turns the ball over. Ball and play here with Jackie Young. Leading scorer, 22 points over to Chelsea Gray. Back to Jackie. Jackie finds Asia. Right baseline jumper off the front of the rim. And Aaliyah Boston with the rebound. They're struggling here. At least Asia Wilson is, excuse me. Ball with Caitlin. Caitlin with the rock. Caitlin finds Mitchell. Mitchell downhill. Under, gets blocked by Asia Wilson. Jackie Young in transition. Transition 3. It's off the rim. Caitlin with the rebound. Indiana in striking distance here. Deep 3 for Caitlin. Oh! Caitlin Clark, her first three of the game, gives the Fever back the lead. (65-64). Caitlin was 0 for 6 from 3, and she buries a transition 3 from deep. Transition 3 from the right side of the court. That was deep. And gives them the lead. And then she gives a little, finally. Needed that one badly, Kate. And the Fever, after blowing a 20-point lead and trailing the majority of this second half, with 4 minutes to go, they have retaken the lead. 1 point, 65-64, 4 minutes, 9 seconds to go. Caitlin Clark not having her greatest game. 13 points, 8 assists, 7 turnovers on 4 of 14 shooting. But listen, if you're not going to have a great game, have a great moment. And that one might be the moment if the Fever can hold on to win this game. Jason, what's up, Jason? Investigate Fever in Asia. They both trying to sell. Wow, what a game, though. What a game. I'm glad at first I was like, this game, of course I do the game that's not competitive. But I'm glad. I'm glad they have come back. We're in a timeout right now, which the Aces really needed because they were reeling. Sorry, they playing music in there. My bad, y'all. Salute to everyone who's tapped in. If you're just joining, we're in a timeout right now. Fever have finally retaken the lead, 65-64. They gave up a 20-point lead. Johnny says it's competitive, just neither team is playing well. That is an accurate assessment there. Accurate assessment. Both teams have just had moments in the game, but nobody has played consistently well. If we're looking at the box score, Fever shooting 6 for 16 from 3. The Aces are 3 for 18. Aces shooting 38% from the field. It was a shock that they were actually up in this game. User says I need overtime. Right. And Caitlin finally sunk a 3. She was 0 for 6. But let's see how the Aces respond here out of this timeout. 64-65, 4 minutes to go in the game. Chelsea Gray, Asia Wilson, Jackie Young, Jewel Lloyd, and Alyssa Smith. Jackie comes off the screen, finds Asia on the roll. Asia left hand lay is good. Aces retake the lead, 66-65. Caitlin Clark, crossover, gets it over to Boston for 3 off the back of the rim. Jackie Young, Stretch Armstrong for the rebound. 66-65, under 4 minutes to go. Jackie finds Asia. Asia gets around Timpson, goes through the lane, gets fouled. And Asia will go to the line for 2 free throws. So Asia Wilson on back-to-back possessions. Caitlin had a lot of hand on that ball, though. But Asia at the line for 2 free throws. First one is up. She cashes out. I gotta sit up here. It's a good game. 67-65, 3.5 to go, people. Asia Wilson at the line, knocks it down. 68-65. 3:30 to go. Fever looking for the season sweep on the Aces. Aces trying to at least get one here against the Fever this season. Ball over to Boston. Boston to Mitchell on the cut, and she smokes the layup but gets fouled by Wilson trying to go for the block. Mitchell will go to the line for 2 free throws. 68-65. So Kelsey Mitchell to the line. First free throw is up. Knocks it down. 68-66. We got a clutch game here. 20-point game streaks. A'ja Wilson in 24 had 15 in a row. Kelsey Mitchell this year has 14 in a row. And A'ja Wilson has 11 in a row this season as well. 15 straight games for Kelsey Mitchell with 20 points or more after making those free throws. 68-67. Aces on top right now. Chelsea Gray gets it over to A'ja. And a lazy pass. Caitlin Clark with the steal. Goes coast to coast and lays it in. Fever retake the lead. 69-68. Lazy passes always get punished. Under 3 minutes to go here. Chelsea Gray in possession. Gets it over to A'ja. Better pass this time. Top of the key, A'ja. A'ja looking for Jack. Comes off the screen. Jackie comes off the screen. Pocket pass to A'ja. Stops. Fall away. Jumper. Good. A'ja Wilson starting to wake up here. 70-69. What A'ja got? A'ja Wilson up to 16 in the game. 16 points, 9 rebounds. Caitlin with the ball. Caitlin dribbles left. Comes. Caitlin crossover. Guarded by Jackie Young. Loses the ball but gets it back. 7 on the shot clock. She calls a timeout. She was dribbling the air out the ball. Jackie Young was on her like white on rice. And forces Caitlin into a timeout. Crucial possession here. Aces up 1 with 2:19 to go here in the fourth and final quarter. 70-69, people. Got a game here. We have a game. Indiana outscoring the Aces 18-14 in the quarter. Kelsey Mitchell with 20 points in this one. 8 of 15 shooting. You got Aaliyah Boston with 19. She had 15 in the first half. She's only scored 4 the rest of the way. She does have a double-double. 19 points, 10 rebounds. Caitlin Clark was struggling, but has 5 points here in the quarter. Well, it might be 7 with the free throws. 15 points, 8 assists. Hasn't turned the ball over in a while. Still with the 7 turnovers. But A'ja Wilson, she scored like 6 points here for the Aces. Jeez, I can't even talk. Let me get some water for this clutch game here. Stay hydrated, y'all. So A'ja Wilson had 4 points in the first half. She has 12 here in the second. All right, let's see what happens here, people. 6 on the clock. They get it into Mitchell. Mitchell gets downhill to the left, throws up the floater. Air ball. Was it a lob to Timpson? But it gets tipped out by the Aces. I don't think the shot clock did it hit the rim? Oh, it did hit the rim. So, ooh, that might have been out on Timpson. They're going to challenge it. Yeah, that's out on Timpson. They got to challenge that. And that is Aces ball. That went out on Timpson. You saw it on her face. She knew it too. She had that, like she got her hand caught in the cookie jar. Off, yes. And it hits A'ja, and then it hits Timpson. And then you saw that grimace on her face. She knew it. Yeah, PJB. Wilson and Clark starting to play like they should have been playing all game. Solos says, do I do this for every WNBA game? Not every game. Primarily Liberty games. But now it's mainly when I have the time. But at least once a week, I do it. At least once a week. But primarily Liberty games. But I've been doing a lot of other games as well. Salute for, I don't know how you found us on TikTok, but make sure you join up. I won't be. Probably next time I'll be on is probably Saturday or Sunday. So we shall see. Timeout here on the floor. Aces up 170-69. Aces challenged that last play. From my replay view, I saw the ball is out on Timpson of the Fever, so it should be Las Vegas ball. They should win this challenge and get possession. Yeah, Sierra, you saw it. She had that look like had that damn. Hopefully they ain't see it. Aces on pace for highest scoring average all time, averaging 100.5 points per game. They only have 69 points in this game. Yeah, turnovers definitely the story, Raphael. Looking at the turnovers for both teams, 13 for the Aces, and you have 20 for the Indiana Fever. It's a miracle they're still in this game. It's just that the Aces, they haven't shot the ball well. Salute, Austin. Salute. All right, ball back in play here. 70-69. Aces win the challenge. They get the ball into Jewel Lloyd. We have a clutch game on our hands here, people. 70-69. I got to set up for this. Jewel Lloyd gets it down to Asia. She's taking over here in the fourth. Jab steps on Aaliyah, left side of the court. Asia looking for the pass, gets it over to Chelsea. Chelsea lobs it up. Terrible pass. Kelsey Mitchell with the steal. Fever with a chance to take the lead here. Caitlin Clark with the ball. Caitlin crossover, steps into a deep three. Caitlin for three. And the Fever take the lead. 2 threes in the quarter for Caitlin. Her first 2 threes of the game. Made threes of the game. They're up 2, 72-70. Jackie with the ball, guarded by Caitlin. Right to left crossover. Fall away baseline, can't get it. Asia offensive rebound. Put back, she can't get it. Fight for the rebound. Jackie on the floor with it. And it should be a what is it? They call a timeout or a jump ball. Referees are confused here. The Aces get the timeout. The Aces get the timeout. Wow, Caitlin was 0 for 6 from 3 going into this quarter. She hits 2 deep bombs to give the Fever the lead both times here. Crossover, Kelsey Mitchell, nice brush screen. Too much space for Kate. Top of the key, and she lets out a yell after making that one. Man said Mo made the 3. No, Caitlin made the 3. Wow, what a shot by Caitlin Clark. She's now up to 18 points, 8 assists. Fever with a 2-point lead, 1:26 to go here in the fourth. Aces needed that possession. That's why they called a timeout. Pam says Lexi in instead of Sophie. Let me see who's on the floor for the Fever. No, Sophie's in right now. Sophie's in right now. I think they're going to leave Sophie in. She's more of a threat from 3. Yeah, listen, I'd rather the game be bad and close than bad in a blowout, you know? So I'll take it. All right, let's see what the Aces do. They have 12 on the shot clock, 1:26 to go. Coming up next, LA and Minnesota. I will not be doing that game. You can watch it live on Prime. Been a long day. I'm glad this game turned fit the hype or whatever the saying is. All right, let's see. On the floor, you have Chelsea, Jackie, Asia, Smith, and Lloyd for the Aces. Looks like the mop guy is over here wiping up the floor. For the Fever, you have Aaliyah Boston, Sophie Cunningham, Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark, and Michaela Timpson. Both teams with a foul to give. Chelsea trying to get it in, gets it into Lloyd, and then Becky got to be so upset. That's the second time they turned the ball over right out of a timeout. Aces turnover. Burnt that timeout for no reason. They turn it over immediately. Ball in play here with Caitlin. She's hit 2 big threes here. Blows by Lloyd. Step back, going to her left for another 3. That one's short. The roof would have flew off the Gainbridge Fieldhouse if she would have knocked that one down. That's the patented Caitlin left side of the court. Step back going left. Fell short. A minute to go here. Jackie Young with the ball. Guarded by Caitlin. Gets downhill. Tries to Euro. Oh, gets it over to Asia. Asia against Caitlin. Goes to her left. Goes up. Blocked by Boston. And a foul is called. We'll see if they challenge that. Stephanie looking at her assistant coaches if she should challenge. We'll see. Fever only have one timeout left. I think you might have to challenge that. And they are going to challenge it. Asia goes to her left. Yeah, that's a clean block and recovery by Boston. I don't think that's a foul. I think it gets overturned. 72-70. This is a huge challenge. I think the Fever only have, if they lose this, they'll only have a reset timeout left. But we'll see if Indiana retains, gets possession, I should say, after the challenge. They go into a timeout here on the broadcast. Wow, guys, what a game. What a game here. 72-70. If you're just joining the broadcast, the Fever were up 20 points midway through the second quarter. Jackie Young goes on a 13-0 run by herself to get them within 5 going into the half. Aces continue that momentum into the third. They outscore the Fever 19-9 in the third quarter. Take a pretty big, sizable lead. I think their lead was as big as 9. But now, in this fourth quarter, Fever have outscored them 21-14. Caitlin Clark has awoken. She's hit 2 threes after going 0 for 6. And we're now here in the waning minutes of this fourth. We're awaiting the resolution of this challenge by the Fever on this foul call. I think that gets overturned. This is a crucial call here. Crucial call. But the Aces have no one to blame. They had 2 plays after timeouts, which they turned the ball over immediately. But the Fever, they've turned the ball over 20 times. Jason says Clark's hands were all over her, but not during the shot. I think it gets overturned. I think I'm there with you. Let's see. They're going over to the play-by-play to announce the call. Oh, the call stands. They uphold the call. They uphold the call. Asia Wilson going to the line. I don't know. I mean, it was always going to be a tough overturn there. But call stands, people. Call stands. I thought it would get overturned. That's why I'm not a referee. So Asia Wilson at the line for some clutch free throws here. First one is up, and she rattles it in. 72-71 Fever. Asia at the line for the second. Asia Wilson, second one is up. She buries it. The MVP, the reigning MVP, I should say, ties the game at 72. 45 seconds to go here. Aaliyah Boston with the ball. Gets it over to Caitlin. Caitlin at half court here. 40 seconds. Caitlin gets the screen from Boston. Picks up her dribble at half court. Nowhere to go. Finds Boston. Boston jabs. Attacks Smith. Spins over the left shoulder. Hook shot. Can't get it to go. Rebound. Putback is good. Aaliyah Boston missed the initial shot. Got her own rebound. And puts the Fever up to 74-72. Wow. Reset timeout called by the Aces here. That was a lot of contact, though, definitely. Alexi Hull subs in for Caitlin Clark. They're doing offense for defense. Defense for offense, excuse me. So Caitlin to the bench. Hull checks in. 30 seconds to go. 24 on the shot clock, of course. Caitlin's like, yo, just keep me in. I can hold my own. But anyways, ball in play here. Chelsea Gray to inbound. They got to get it in. Get it into Asia Wilson at the top of the key. Asia, they clear it out for her. Asia goes in. Right-hand layup. Way off. Boston with the rebound. Boston gets it over to Timpson. You got to foul. Gets it over to Sophie Cunningham. They're not fouling. They got to foul. Gets it over to Boston. And they finally fouled Boston with 11 seconds to go in the game. A'ja Wilson went to her not dominant right hand and overshot the layup. They cleared out the whole side of the floor for her. Wow. A'ja Wilson left to right crossover, whole middle of the paint. She went for the right, and that layup was awful. That was the foul to give by the Aces. Now they try to get it in. They get it into Mitchell and fouled immediately. And Caitlin wants a review on that. She got popped in her right ear there. And they're going to review it? Oh, no. They're going to review this. Everybody, all the Fever players want it reviewed. Jackie was going for the ball. They got her and Kelsey got tangled up, and they're going to review this to see if it gets upgraded. You would think an upgrade pretty much puts this game away. Showing the replay here, Kelsey goes, and Kelsey Mitchell hit her with a nice little juke. I don't think it's malicious, but it's around the neck area. Oh nah, I don't think that gets upgraded. It looked initially like she hit her in the neck. Let me see. It's literally right shoulder. I don't think so, but listen, I've been wrong before. Referees are reviewing this to see if this gets upgraded to a flagrant penalty 1. Salute for the Rose, Javi. Salute, salute. So this is crazy. Wow. Fever looked down and out, and they've come back after blowing a 20-point lead. They had to come back resilient, and now we'll see. So the referees are at the table to see if this foul by Jackie Young on Kelsey Mitchell will be upgraded to a flagrant. Common foul here. So that means Kelsey Mitchell will go to the line for 2 free throws with a 2-point game. So Kelsey Mitchell at the line. These are some big free throws here. Got to make 1 to make it a 3-point game. 2 gives you some breathing room here with 10 seconds to go. Kelsey Mitchell, first free throw is up, and she buries it. 3-point game, 10 seconds to go. She has another one here. Kelsey Mitchell at the line for the second free throw. Second one is up, and she's short. Bree Turner saves it. Oh, but she was out of bounds on the save. That was the moment for Las Vegas. So the Fever get another possession, and they have to foul. Wow. Mitchell misses the second. Bree Turner tries to save it in bounds, and they get the ball to Caitlin, and they foul Caitlin. They didn't want to foul her, but you had no other choice there. Bree Turner with the box out. She tries to grab it with one hand, and she comes down with it in her hand. Oh, but let me see. They're showing the replay here. Oh, that was close. That might have been clean, but they didn't show a replay. But Caitlin misses a free throw. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Hold on. Caitlin missed the first. If she misses both, we could have something here. She misses both. Fight for the rebound. A'ja saves it. And the timeout called. Don't go anywhere. Do not go anywhere. Caitlin misses both free throws. Aces secure the rebound. 4 seconds to go. And Aces have the timeout. They call it. 75-72. Kelsey misses 1. Caitlin misses 2. Lights too bright. Lights too bright. That Minnesota LA game has kicked off, but we got action here, people. What are y'all talking about? Wow, what a game here, people. What a game. What a game, people. 75-72. She misses both free throws. Both free throws here. Wow. All right, let's see what happens here. Where does Becky go? They've struggled on inbound plays here in this game, but they need a three. They have no timeouts. 4.8 seconds to go here. Aces in second place right now. Fever trying to hold on for the win. 75-72. Steph Talbot to inbound. What the hell was that? Ball over to Jackie. Over to Chelsea. Chelsea for three in the tie. Oh, it ties the game. Overtime. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Overtime. Oh my gosh. Oh my days. That play looked like it was dead. Steph Talbot just threw a ball into traffic. Somehow loose ball gets to Jackie Young. Finds Chelsea Gray, pump fake, sidestep. Cash. I told you, don't go anywhere. Do not go anywhere. Oh my days. Chelsea Gray. That's what she does. Oh my days. Wow, what a shot, people. What a shot. Chelsea Gray. Wow. And you see the Fever fans, hands on heads. They struggled all night from three. Listen, when I mean, that's why I was like, Steph Talbot, what are you doing? Threw the ball across court into traffic. Somehow gets to Jackie Young. Finds Chelsea Gray, right corner, pump fake, sidestep, three, cash. Chelsea Gray, second three of the game, and it came in the clutch, ties the game at 75. We're going to OT, people. I think they're reviewing it. They say the shot is good. Quarter's over, overtime. Holy crap. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Overtime, people. Don't go anywhere. Overtime. Oh my days. Chelsea Gray. Huge shot. Let me look at some of y'all comments. Raphael said just need one more free throw and couldn't get it. Yeah, that's painful. Definitely a battle, Big Shiesty. Salute. Yeah, Javi, that was unbelievable. Cece and Mitchell missed 3 free throws in the dying seconds. And Chelsea Gray, step back, sidestep 3. Insane, people. All right, OT. Man, I wasn't ready for OT. Do I have any more water? I got like a little bit left. I'm hungry. Oh my gosh. Salute to everyone who's tapped in for this game. Salute the people on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. Appreciate everyone who's tapped in. But wow, salute for the Rose again, Javi. That is insane. You had multiple chances to steal this game away if you're the Fever. At the line, Mitchell misses a free throw. Fever step out of bounds. Aces step out of bounds on the save. You get another opportunity. Caitlin Clark, the person you want with the ball in her hands, and she misses both free throws. That's when the butt cheeks start clenching, when the game is on the line and you got to go up there and make that shot. She couldn't do it. All right, what's y'all thoughts? Who wins in OT now? It's a clean game now. Brand new game. Let me know in the comments who wins. Nah, Shiesty, I'm going to have that game in the Discord. Follow the Discord, y'all. I play the games live in Discord when I'm not on stream. Link is on the screen at the top right of your screen. If you're on vertical, it's in the description. If you're on YouTube, Join the Discord. I'll be playing that game as soon as that one is over in the feed, in the Discord server. Insane, people. Absolutely insane ending here. I'm actually posting. I don't know if y'all can click on links on TikTok, but I'll see if I can grab the link for y'all so y'all can post it in there. Insane, man. That's crazy. I'm gonna post a link on TikTok. Are you not entertained, people? Are you not entertained? TikTok is weird, man. Now they're not recommending my stream because they said I was inactive. I don't know what they talk about. Whatever. Jump ball here, people, and we are off. 75-75. Excuse me. Ball in pair here with Kelsey Mitchell. Crossover. Kelsey, step back. Guarded by Gray. Gets into the paint, goes up. Double clutches, smokes the layup. Fight for the rebound. And it's a jump ball between Timpson and Wilson. Eric says Aces, Fever, blew it. 20-point lead and multiple chances. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. They blew it. Insane. Aces in OT, I'm seeing. For Liz says Aces in OT. Con Lennon said Aces win. Wow, what a game. What a game. Ball in play here with the Fever. Ball over to Aaliyah Boston. Boston spins. Boston out to Clark. Clark on the drive. Clark drives left. One leg fall away. Tries to go glass. Terrible shot. Rebound to Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray crosses half court. 4 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Overtime game. Tied at 75. Asia Wilson on an island with Aaliyah Boston. Stops at the elbow. Jumper. Ew, it trickles in. It spun all the way around the rim. And scored. Aces take the first lead in overtime. 77-75. Asia up to 20 points. 8 of 22 shooting. Does have 12 rebounds, though. Ball over to Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell comes off the screen going left. Almost loses it. Gets it over to Boston. Back to Mitchell with 8 on the clock. Mitchell blows by. Wilson stops. Gets fouled. And Mitchell will go back to the line for a free throw. Let's see if she can knock these down now. She went 1 for 2 last time out to seal this game. So Kelsey Mitchell at the line. First free throw is up. She cashes out from the first one. Wow. Second one on the way. Second one is up. And she misses the second one again. She goes 1 for 2 again. Ace is up by 1. Lights too bright. I don't know what's going on there. Chelsea Gray with the ball. Comes off this screen. Looking for Asia. Gets it down to Asia. Left side of the paint. Jab steps. Goes into the post. Dream shake. Fall away. Oh, Asia Wilson back-to-back jumpers. And it's a 3-point game here for the Aces. 79-76. Caitlin Clark over to Aaliyah Boston. Boston, top of the key here. Looking for Mitchell. Gets it over to Mitchell. Mitchell downhill. Stops. Dribbles back out. Now has guarded by Gray. 5 on the shot clock. Kelsey Mitchell, power dribble, left-hand floater, and draws another foul. That's 5 fouls on Chelsea Gray. And Kelsey Mitchell will go back to the line for 2 free throws. 79-76. Chelsea Gray with 5 fouls. But it probably won't matter if they win this game. She hit the biggest shot to send it to overtime. But Mitchell at the line. She cashes in the first. 23 for Kelsey Mitchell. Wow. Kelsey Mitchell, second free throw. It's up. She buries both this time. 1 point game, 79-78. Just under 3 minutes to go here. Kelsey Gray with the ball. Chelsea Gray. Gets the screen from Asia. It was a slip. Asia has it. Top of the key here. Asia clears out the middle of the floor. Asia gets downhill and a double block there. And Asia saying, yeah, you smacked both my arms, and I'm going back to the free throw line for free throws here. That's 5 fouls for Aaliyah Boston. So that's Asia at the line, back at the line for free throws. She knocks down the first. 2-point game, 80-78. 2-point game. Second free throw is up and good for Asia Wilson. 81-78. 3-point game, 2:43 to go. Ball in play here with Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell dancing at half court. She's been the catalyst in this overtime. Kelsey Mitchell, snatch back. Long two. Buries it. Kelsey Mitchell hit her with a nice snatch back on Jackie Young. Brings the deficit back to 1. 81-80. Kelsey Mitchell up to 26 points. Chelsea Gray with it. Chelsea Gray dribbles left. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Chelsea, pocket pass to Asia. Asia jabs right, goes left. Elbow jump shot, too strong. Nalissa Smith, offensive rebound. Ball gets tipped away, but Kate Clark tips it right to Gray for 3. She misses. 81-80. Fever with a chance to take the lead. Caitlin with the ball. Caitlin spins left. Caitlin gets downhill, goes up. Left hand lay is good. Well, right hand lay on the left hand side. Fever retake the lead. 82-81. Chelsea Gray with the ball. 9 lead changes in this game. Chelsea gets it over to Asia. Asia attacks, goes left, spins back right. Jump shot is up. Oh, she buries it. Asia Wilson with the response. Aces back in front by 1. 83-82. Kelsey Mitchell gets around the screen, gets Michaela Timpson looking for Caitlin. Caitlin in the left corner. Caitlin spins back right, goes into the paint. Caitlin behind the back pass to Timpson. Timpson wants to attack Wilson, goes up, can't get the reverse, tips the rebound to herself. Reset shot clock over to Caitlin. Pump fakes for 3. Oh, Clark throws it up at the buzzer. I thought the shot clock reset. I guess it didn't. And Wilson with the rebound. And Wilson falls down. Ball over to Chelsea Gray. She has to get it across half court. She beats the 8-second violation. 50 seconds to go. 5-0. Aces in possession. 8 seconds to go. Chelsea Gray dribbles left. Comes off the screen. Chelsea Gray wide open. They call a moving screen by Jackie Young. And it's a turnover by the Aces. Timeout called by the Fever here. Timeout called. 83-82. Aces on top here. 43.9 to go in this game. Oh, yeah, moving screen by Jackie, definitely. You got to just... Yeah, Jackie was moving. It wasn't set. Sophie Cunningham falls down. That's a foul. Wow. 83-82. 83-82. Aces in the lead. 43 seconds to go. It's been Asia Wilson with 26 in this quarter. Jackie Young got them back earlier in the game. And Chelsea Gray hasn't scored a lot, but hit the biggest shot of the night. Sidestep 3 at the buzzer to send it into overtime. What a game we've had here. A game of runs, a game of momentum, a game of droughts. It hasn't been the prettiest game, but it's been a competitive game. And the Aces are on top here, 83-82. Salute to everyone who's tapped in, who's rejoined. We have an overtime game on our hands between the Fever and the Aces. Fever going for the season sweep on the Aces. Aces trying to avoid that, of course. Asia, 18 points in the fourth quarter and overtime. Salute, Tudo. Salute, salute. Let's see what happens here, people. Fever ball, Cunningham, Boston, Mitchell, Clark, and Timpson on the court. Mitchell with possession. Mitchell drives left. Mitchell all the way downhill. Left-hand layup is good. And the Fever, nice play out the timeout. Get all the way to the basket and lay it in. Mitchell saying, yo, I think that was a foul. But he doesn't get it. Fever take a 1-point lead. It was a reset timeout by the Aces. Fever up 1 with 38 seconds to go. Yeah, that might have been a foul on Jackie on the swipe down. But it is Aces ball here. Smith goes over to Jewel Lloyd. Lloyd, top of the key, looking for Jackie. Jackie wide open for 3. It looks short. It was short. Caitlin with the rebound. Do they foul? Becky Hammond is saying no foul. There's about a 6-second difference, shot clock and game clock. They'll play it out. They'll just play it out here. Caitlin at half court. Guarded by Asia Wilson. The two USA teammates going at it. Clark goes between the legs. Crossover. Tries to drive left. Tries to tip it to Timpson and picked up by Wilson. Wilson with the steal. Chelsea Gray over to Jackie Young with 3 seconds. Chelsea stops. 3 for the win. Oh my! Chelsea Gray with the game winner. She does it again. She does it again. Chelsea Gray back-to-back threes in regulation and overtime. And Chelsea Gray buries the 3 for the game. Aces win 86-84. Oh my days. You gotta be absolutely kidding me. What a game. There's no way. What a game, people. What a game. Caitlin Clark had Asia on the island. Asia locks up. She tries to pass to Timpson, loses the ball. Chelsea Gray gets it in transition, pump fakes, jab step, then pulls for 3. Cash. Oh my days. Salute Chemo for the jewels. Oh my gosh. What a game, people. What a game. Aces steal a win against the Fever in Indiana. They avoid the season sweep. They win 86-84. Wow. 22-9 for the Aces. Fever dropped to 19-12. Salute, Pam. Yeah, I know how to throw the throwback on. Wow, what a game. Chelsea Gray. Let me see if I can pipe this audio in for y'all so y'all can listen to this. Let me know if it's too loud or not.
Team home with a win. What did you see on that final
Chelsea
play?
Gray here.
First of all, I was turning that thing over, wasn't I? Man.
Wow.
But so many moments like that, like you live for it when you're a kid, like 3-2-1 and you knock it down. So it was just trust. Both of them were from Jackie. I know a couple games ago I missed a winning 3. So
this is Chelsea Gray talking.
Man.
I got to put it to you this way. Jackie keeps this team in the game.
Yeah.
Wow,
Asia
what a
shows up
game,
in overtime. And you seal the deal. When you think about just what you 3 have been able to do in this game, and then also tying this into the fact that you're going to be representing your country.
Don't forget I said that at the beginning of the
international
stream.
stage.
Aces win.
What is that through line?
Wow.
I love competing with them every day. I'm playing with greats, man, and Jackie was awesome tonight. She had a slow start in the first, foul trouble. She comes in, we give her the ball, she goes on a run for us, brings us back to go into halftime with some momentum, and we started the third really well.
This is Chelsea Gray talking.
I mean, she puts the work in, so we knew the tide was going to turn, and she was getting normal shots. And I just got to stop turning the ball over for real. I know my wife's going to be like, stop turning it over. But, man, we were excited for this win, and we did it together. It took everybody, honestly.
I love that you were coaching Jackie even after the game was done. But your teammates, they're waiting for you. Asia's right behind you. Congratulations, Chelsea.
Thank you so much.
That's Chelsea Gray after hitting the 3-pointer to send it to overtime and then the 3-pointer to win the game. Insane ending, people. Just final stat count here. For the Aces, you had Asia Wilson with 26 points, 13 rebounds. Didn't shoot the ball particularly well, but she scored when it counted. You had Jackie Young, who got them back into this game in the second and third quarter, 22 points, 9 assists. Chelsea Gray only had 11 points, but 6 of those points were the biggest points of the game. The 3 to overtime, the 3 for the win. For Indiana, Aaliyah Boston, 21 points, 12 rebounds. 28 for Kelsey Mitchell. Missed some clutch free throws down the stretch. 20 points for Caitlin Clark. Hit some big threes in the fourth quarter, but missed some big free throws at the end of the fourth. Turned the ball over in overtime for the game winner. She has 8 assists, 8 turnovers in this game, 7 of 20. Wow. Woo. Take a breather, y'all. I got to get something to eat. I'm going to go clip this thing up for TikTok, my reaction at the end of this game. So be on the lookout for that on Shorts on TikTok. Appreciate everyone who tapped in. Make sure you leave a like, a follow, subscribe to my usual people in the Discord. I'm going to put that game, the next game on in the Discord in a minute. Just got to catch my breath here. But I appreciate everyone here. I should be back maybe Saturday, maybe Sunday. But make sure you have those noties on so you get notified whenever I go live. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Salute.